In this video, you're going to learn how to generate a word list. You're going to use this concept while hacking WPA and WPA2 passwords, so it's pretty important to learn this concept right now. So let's get started. So let me actually go back to my Kali Linux virtual machine. So tap on terminal. So guys, to generate a word list, we're going to use a tool called Crunch. So first, let me actually run 2 to 3 commands, and later I'll explain you how Crunch is actually working. So the first command is crunch 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So this is the first command. So enter. So let me actually open a new terminal. So new window. So crunch 1, 2, ABC. Enter. Great. Now let me actually tell you what's going on right here. So whenever you are using crunch, what you do is, so you type in crunch, you give a space, and next here the first argument is you provide the minimum length of password in your word list. Okay, and here you provide the maximum length of the password, and here you provide all the set of letters that Crunch can use to provide these passwords. Okay, so basically if you see all the generated passwords, here you can see that these passwords have the minimum length of 1 and the maximum length of 2. That is because here we provided, that is, we told Crunch that all these passwords that it generates should have minimum length of 1 and maximum length of 2. So it generated passwords which has minimum length of 1 and maximum length of 2, and next we also told Crunch that it should use only these particular letters. It should use only 1, 2, 3 to generate these passwords. So basically it used only 1, 2, 3. As you can see here, it is all these passwords have only this particular set of letters, that is 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let me just explain to you again. So basically we told Crunch that all the passwords should have a minimum length of 1 and maximum length of 2. And we also told Crunch that while it's generating the passwords, it should use only these particular letters, that is 1, 2 and 3. And the result is we got all the passwords which have a minimum length of 1 and maximum length of 2, and which used only these particular letters, that is 1, 2, 3. So basically what's Crunch doing is, it is generating all possible passwords with minimum length of 1, maximum length of 2, and is using only these letters that we specified. You got it? So let's actually go to the second example, and this time the concept will be more clear. So let me actually go to the second one. So now we told Crunch that the minimum length of the password should be 1 and the maximum length of password should be 2. Great. So all the passwords here have the minimum length of 1 and maximum length of 2. Great. And we also told Crunch that it should use only these letters, that is A, B, C. And as you can see, all the passwords has only A, B, C. So I think you got it right now, right? So let us actually do 2 to 3 examples so that you'll be more clear. So let me actually open the terminal and type in Crunch. And this time I'm telling Crunch that the minimum length of the password should be 1 and the maximum length of password should be 1. And next I'll provide a set as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Enter. Great. So as I told Crunch that the minimum length of the password and the maximum length of the password should be 1. So basically what I'm telling is, all the passwords that it generates should have a length of 1, right? So as you can see, all the passwords that are generated here have length 1. And here I also told Crunch that it should use only these letters, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. And as you can see here, it used all the letters, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. So basically what Crunch doing is, it is generating all the possible passwords of length 1 with this particular set that I provided. You got it? Okay, let us actually do one more example. So crunch space, the minimum length of the password is 2, maximum length of the password is 2, AB12. Now before actually hitting enter, let me actually open the leaf pad. So let me actually bring that window right here. So now, as I told Crunch that the minimum length of the password and the maximum length of the password should be 2. So basically what I'm saying is, generate all the passwords with length 2, right? Great. And I also told that it should use only AB12. It should only use these letters. So now let us actually try that ourselves. So let me just come back here. So the first password might be AA. So basically the password length is 2 and it is using only these characters that we specified. So this password is valid. So next the password might be AB, next the password might be A1, next password might be A2, and next password might be BA, BB, and etc. So basically what Crunch does is it generates all the possible passwords with minimum length 2 and maximum length 2, and it will use all the characters in this set and only from this set. Okay, so let me actually hit enter, and there you go. AA, AB, A1, A2, BA, BB. Yeah, so that is it. So this is how Crunch works. So all the passwords that are generated here has the minimum length of 2 and the maximum length of 2, and it used only these characters, that is A, B, 1, 2. As you can see, all the passwords here have only A, B, 1 and 2. It will generate all the possible passwords with these characters, which has minimum length of 2 and maximum length of 2. So I guess by now you got it how the Crunch is actually working. So let me actually explain one more trick that we can do with Crunch, which is actually very useful while cracking WPA and WPA2 passwords. So that command is, so crunch space, the minimum length of the password is 2, maximum length of the password is 2, and here I'm going to write dash t. So dash t stands for a pattern, so dash t, and here I'm going to put 1 and at the rate of. Now let me actually run the command, and next I'll explain it to you what exactly happened behind the hood. So enter. uh, oh my god, so I forgot to give the set of words that Crunch can use. So right here I'm going to say 1, 2 and 3. So now enter. So as you can see, all the passwords now has length 2. As we told Crunch that the minimum password length should be 2 and maximum password length should be 2. So all the passwords has the length of 2. But here we also told Crunch that all the passwords should start with 1. And that is the reason here all the passwords started with 1. And next, in the place of at the rate, this particular position, in the place of at the rate, what Crunch is doing is, it is putting all these values in the place of at the rate. And that is the reason we got 1, and this 1 comes to here, so that is 1 1. And next it puts 1, and here in the place of at the rate it puts 2, and that is the reason we got 1 2, and similarly 1 3. And this is how you use this particular option, that is dash t. So dash t option is generally used to generate a pattern of passwords. Here we are generating passwords which start with 1 and basically end with any character in this particular set. I know you might be a little confused by now, so let me actually tell you some more examples so that the concept will be very clear. So let me actually close this and open the new terminal. So crunch space, so the minimum length of the password as 3 and the maximum length of the password as 3, and next I'll provide set of characters that Crunch can use, that is ABC 1 2 3, and next I'll tell the pattern as, so dash t space, so the first letter of the password should start with 1 and the middle letter can be anything, so I'm putting at the rate, and the last letter should be 1 again. So basically what I'm telling Crunch is, it should generate all the passwords that start with 1, end with 1, and the middle letter can be anything, that is any of these. And guys, also make sure that the length of this particular pattern is not greater than this particular maximum length of the password, that is 3. Okay, cool. So now if I hit enter, and now you can see that all the passwords are of length 3 as we told the Crunch, and all the passwords have its first letter as 1 and the last letter as 1, and the middle letter, as I told you, this particular at the rate gets replaced by all these characters, that is A B C 1 2 3, and that is the reason you are getting A B C 1 2 3 as the middle character. Cool. So let us end this video with the final example. So let me actually open a new window. So crunch, minimum length of the password is 2, maximum length of the password is 2, and it can use 123, and the pattern is @ that's it. Okay, let me actually open a new window as well. So another window. So this is crunch 22123. So let me actually run this, and let me actually run this as well. Enter. Tada! And there you go. So basically these two commands generated the same set of passwords, that is 11233. So 11233. So what exactly happened? So here I told Crunch that the minimum length of the password and the maximum length of the password should be 2, and the password length are of course 2. And I also told Crunch that it can use any of these characters, and that is the reason it generated all the possible set of passwords with 2, that is the minimum length and the maximum length of the password, and it used all these characters in this particular password list. And here what happened is, here I told Crunch that the minimum length of the password and the maximum length of the password is 2, and I also told that the pattern is @. So basically I'm telling Crunch that it can replace these two characters with any of these in this particular set. So basically it's the same thing as the first one. If you have any confusion, just comment down in the discussion board. I'll respond to you in 6 to 7 hours. Basically what happens is this particular @ gets replaced by these particular characters. Okay, and that is the reason you got this particular result and this particular result exactly same. Okay, fine, cool. So this is a pretty long video. This is actually pretty important, and most of the students don't really get this concept, so you need some practice, and that's the reason I explained you with a lot of examples. And if you still have doubts, just comment down in the discussion board. I'll respond to you within 6 to 7 hours. So that is it for this video. In the next video we're going to see how to crack WPA and WPA2 passwords with the help of handshake file and with the help of word list. Okay, fine. See you in the next video.